For shit got real wild. Fathers of the streets never had a real child.
We're going to Denver. We're going to the Dub.
You don't want to be in Mile High. I swear, dangerous though. Niggas really be dying in Mile High Stadium.
At the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver, at Power Field at Mile High. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle.
Y'all gonna get this podcast.
Why do we keep goddamn getting the ball first? It's the third game in a row.
It seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
We got too many receivers. Somebody gotta go.
Big leg with a mile-high air. There's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback.
Glad it's an EMB. I can run what the fuck I want.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson.
Woo! Get that, boys.
Able to get to him.
Boys got to get open, man. That's why I don't fuck with Judy. Like, he be on some bullshit.
I'll tell you what to do after the season.
He only a star.
Nah, in the league I had him in, this nigga would hurt the first 6 weeks of the season. That shit was some bullshit.
Second and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, and that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam, and he is out of bounds around the 34. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he'll lose yardage, brought down at the 32. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down. On fourth down, Sam Martin is on to punt for the Broncos. Back deep, D.D. Westbrook. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it in the 15-yard line.
These are the only situations you are allowed to go for on fourth down. 4th inches anywhere on the field. After 50-yard line, it has to be 4th and 2 or less only.
4th and 3.
If not, kick a field goal. Damn, this shit kind of strict.
Jackson and the Ravens.
The only time you can go for it is 4th and inches.
At their own 15.
Yeah.
Go for it is on 4th and inches. Or if you pass the 50, it's 4th and 2. This shit's kind of strict.
And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17.
And Matt got to do something with that goddamn number shit. That shit weird.
So it's second
and 9.
Every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to
I want you to try me so bad.
Perfect fit.
Now a deep ball.
I you were looking at it.
I don't know who he was.
An incomplete pass on that last play. That means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
I don't know who it was like.
Play action. Now Jackson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down.
Number 13, that nigga had 13
and that's good enough for a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Now a first down through complete downfield.
Yeah. What? I know right down. Good shit, Bateman.
But if there were, he silenced.
I gotta change that to Tucker. Shit, I want the ice, not the goddamn slow shit.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taking you out the game, KJ.
Chance to return this one as it's through the end zone.
Move KJ.
Oh, KJ's not going anywhere.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession. Let's see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just
Like, why are we so bad at running the ball?
I got the kid from Carolina starting. The nigga had like 1,300 yards.
Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look out.
Might want to try him out. He's a
Let's see if
hound.
they open things up a little
But
bit.
Melvin Gordon. I got Melvin Gordon at third down running back.
Does here too after a good stop.
Or power running back. One of them shits.
Well, he got there.
But that's going to wind up incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
Golly.
Pressure too much. Down he goes. Calais Campbell able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down.
Damn, they won't let me pick a play.
All I'm doing is fine.
Here's Sam Martin now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Offense gotta wake up.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And here comes Westbrook.
Signed D.D. Westbrook last week. That nigga the best, third best receiver on the team. He's hella burn.
14 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
That James Prochet kid wasn't enough. He stinks.
You got rid of Duvernay?
He number 2.
The Raven offense set at the
Yeah,
line
we
for
down
this
bad
next
receivers.
drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to
This what the Ravens got right now on their roster. They better sign somebody. I don't know what. Odell hurt, bro.
Yeah, he's gonna be out for a while. Till like November.
Oh, that Julio shit
Now,
you
try and cut down the length of the drive.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I don't think he would actually use that on Stupid Swing, man. Saying like call Julio on the phone. He didn't know he was on TV.
Oh, what'd he say?
He was like, he was saying some shit about Cowboys. Julio was like, man, you know damn well I ain't going to the Cowboys. Some shit like that. He was like, I already know they ain't winning shit. That's when he had first left Atlanta, though. He done fell off of him.
And this offense,
Yeah.
here in the early going.
Throwing
I
now,
like to see him with
Jackson
him.
on 1st down.
God, everybody's getting beat.
Taken in by Bateman. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Good God. They looking like something today.
Rashad Bateman with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Ravens lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
I'm gonna have to put
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna tell you though. When I got Jerry Jeudy in the slot, that nigga got like 15 yards.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in here by Patrick. And
Why
he gets this one.
is he in the game?
Tim Patrick out. When Judy was hurt, he was going stupid for me.
Oh, yeah, 80. I need KJ in the game. We got to get on that field.
Yeah, Patrick's grease. When Judy came back, he definitely stopped playing. Fuck him.
Nigga 6'4", 210.
Shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll get that complete to Albert O.
Oh my God.
And that's good for a pickup of 10
Well, that nigga
yards.
wasn't free agents. I signed that nigga quick.
Just about a few inches here.
Who is that?
John Johnson III, safety. He's like an 85 out there. The youngest, 25 years old. Got him starting at nickel. Fuck it.
Watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating, there he is, and he passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll run it with Williams. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game,
I like Carl Hamilton over there.
Blocking and tackling, that's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people
Any of those receivers near Denver?
Not that caliber.
Very few missed tackles on tape that
Him for Judy, solid, but it's still like, I feel like I can get something better for him.
Judy in the 2?
Judy got. We can't even do it because I gave him my trait. And you gotta do superstar for superstar.
Finding its legs now. Here's another first.
You got traits?
Yeah, and this shit, hell yeah. It was like you can give one superstar rookie a trait and then one superstar or one star rookie a trait or some shit like that.
Oh God, I was only for the rookies.
Yeah, it's only for the rookies.
A growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, he's going to look deep down the field. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens will have solid field position here as they take over.
I ain't thinking about put that much air on it.
They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work.
I can't see that shit.
Oh, that's that thing.
I
should have been through some other shit then if I was doing that. No,
on
that's
his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
Oh, my
and the
goodness.
Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now
gotta do
21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This nigga kicking it out the end zone every time.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
That was a pass, Russell Wilson.
Inside the 25.
He put that shit where I had to do. That's why I started running.
Down in Baltimore territory. A huge play there for Denver. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Flush to his right.
That's a bad one.
Thrown across his body and it's intercepted.
I didn't see him float. How did I see him float back?
And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do.
Judy was
he
wide.
was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Looking long for Westbrook. He's got
Golly, who was back there? I think that's Eddie Jackson.
Taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Yeah.
Connection on that one. 31 yards.
You got 16 picks from me.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come
You're not
up
that
first
guy in
and
this
10.
league.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here.
Dude, that's how I want Kyle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go.
Oh, yeah.
I can't see that shit.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even know. I keep forgetting. I knew that was about to be a pick, though. I definitely.
Many think that paired with Lamar Jackson, they may be the best quarterback tight end combo this side of Mahomes and Kelsey.
Yes.
Left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. That is caught.
That nigga split the seam.
And he'll take
Hit his head on the goalpost.
For a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns.
Yeah, Bateman having himself a day.
Ravens are able to add on to their first-half lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Throwing down, Wilson on first down. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
Can't get that on.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL.
After that shit right to you.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure
that was a bad pass.
But that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Getting ugly, Denver.
With the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
He said, do what, dude?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Nah, have these boys in the shape.
Signaled for and taken successfully.
They can rock the move. Denver
offense at the line, ready to go. As they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman.
I think it was one. Yeah, after that.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it.
Oh, what was your shit before that?
As we resume play in the second half. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
I was like, I don't even remember that shit.
Yeah.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some Dobbins hit.
Oh, he's fumbles.
It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back.
Fuck the offense, don't want to do it, make it happen defense.
And at this point, after that return for a touchdown, I guess the only thing is you're asking what else could go wrong.
Not only that, I think that between the two of us, we thought this was over before. I believe now it's really over.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
What you got is trade ass.
You can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25.
We were launching that bitch as MVP here.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. It's a first down for Dobbins. And running with power here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 58 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Play action. It's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle.
Oh, he got burnt, man.
For a Raven touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point. And the lead grows.
That nigga got burned, man. I got on my horse, too. I ain't even got down.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Turned around down there as soon as he took off.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
Damn, that nigga played that shit perfect.
Oh!
The 7-yard line, the catch is made.
The ball just dropped.
He takes it down deep into enemy territory.
That was really good.
A huge play there for Denver.
But I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Williams again. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are able to at least make things a bit more respectable. McManus's point after is good, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. He finds Bateman over the
Oh
middle.
my fucking god, bro.
The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Broncos.
Hold on to the
And this
ball.
one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back in the end zone.
Oh my God, Cortland Sutton, show me you're that guy. I wanted to believe he was so bad.
The Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a
Golly.
touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Another nice decision there by Marcus Peters to go for the football, and he comes down with it yet again. Since coming into the league in 2015, no one has more interceptions than Marcus Peters. He's averaged better than 5 per year.
The quick feet by Jackson. And he gets us up
Golly.
just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper it at 2nd and 1.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because
Man, smack this nigga, man.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
We need to make that play.
This time, Jackson will throw it. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
And I have to think that the Ravens are going to continue to find ways to get J.K. Dobbins the ball, and even more in the passing game this year. Just 18 catches as a rookie a year ago. Would not be surprised to see that number at least double in 2021.
Now he's going to get this all the way down
That's a dot,
inside
Lamar.
the 35.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
And this one is incomplete.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action in Denver.
43 is the mic, boy, 43.
Now Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed
Golly, boy, you ain't breaking no tackles, my boy.
Back to their offense, and what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw them?
And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll run with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. 2nd and 10.
Marcus Peters been balling.
Now it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Man open. He's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Man. Now Wilson. He'll buy some time right. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Throwing is Wilson. A throw left side, hold by Hamler.
Ain't nobody blocking nothing.
Contain him to just 4. Second down. Gordon.
Good guy.
He is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. From the shotgun, Wilson. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson with a handoff to Dallas.
Why are they doing all that moving for a fullback motioning in the backfield? Or tight end.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. 2nd down, here's an option right, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going. And one of the things that makes this play so difficult to defend is that it has so many options to it. And the quarterback has to go through them and fast. Do you hand it off inside? Do you keep it yourself? Do you pitch it to a trailing back? On this play, it's hard to say that he made the right decision because that play was swallowed up for no gain.
Hamler now on the return.
Yeah, boy, get on your horse.
A 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. So deep trouble here, backed up to their own 1-yard line for 2nd and long. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times
Barely.
in this game.
I
Offensive
cannot
How
see
line
about
them
it?
niggas
unable
on
to
the
keep leverage,
outside.
unable to keep people
Oh yeah, no, I
away,
can't see
facing
him.
a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now. He's been terrific so far. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to...
Ooh.